So we're almost at the very top of the railgun tower, and as you can see here, you can't use that elevator. So just go up these stairs and see if any of them are available. And I guess not, so we're just gonna have to go back here. And you're gonna see this guy. If you guys remember when I first started the game, there was a cutscene at the beginning when the main character was escaping the Team Snag'em hideout. Well, this guy was present, and he's Gonzap. And just when you thought you were done with the game, with all the bosses, well, he's the last one you're gonna battle here. And just like the Cypher admins, he has 5 Pokemon, as well as a Shadow Pokemon. But of course, if you have a fire type, you could take down most of his Pokemon with these. So if you caught Entei, or you have or if you caught Quailava and evolve it to Typhlosion, you could use those 2 Pokemon, or Slugma. Can't remember what other fire types they had here that you could catch. And Snag'em Head Gonzap would like to battle. So the first 2 Pokemon he's going to bring out is a Shiftry and a Hariyama. Now Shiftry is a grass and dark type, Hariyama's a fighting type. So you could take down Shiftry with a fire type like Entei, and Hariyama with a psychic, using any psychic moves. So that's what I'm gonna do here. And also the moves the Shiftry has are Aerial Ace, Giga Drain, Feint Attack, and Shadow Ball. And Hariyama has Break, Earthquake, Foresight, and Reversal. The next Pokemon he's going to bring out is a Crawdon. Now Crawdon is a Water Dark, and it can use its Crawdon has Sludge Bomb, Crab Hammer, Aerial Ace, and Strength. Gonzap also has a Pinsir, which is a bug type, and it moves include Earthquake, Submission, Flail, and Cut. So if you want to take out his Pinsir, you could use any fire moves, ice, or water. I'm gonna use Flamethrower on Pinsir. It's going to be super effective. Now the last Pokemon he has is Scamry, and it's a Steel Flying, and it's the only Shadow Pokemon he has. And its moves include Steel Wing, Shadow Rush, Air Cutter, and Metal Sound. And it is also holding an item, which is a beak, Sharp Beak. And I'm not sure about this, but I believe that it increases any flying moves if that Pokemon is holding it. So right now, what I'm going to do with SPM, I'm just gonna use Swift, because it's a move that does not deal a lot of damage. So I'm gonna try not to KO his Scamry, because I actually want to catch him. At least I'm gonna try. So of course, before I actually weaken Scamry a bit more, I'm gonna have to take down his Crawdon. And again, Crawdon is a water and dark, so you could use, bug types I believe are strong against dark types, and you could also use an electric type or electric moves. But right now I'm just gonna switch to Altaria. I'm just gonna take it out with Altaria. That way I won't have to switch and I won't lose a turn. Oh, by the way, Altaria has the move Sing, and what it does, it'll just put one of my opponent's Pokemon to sleep. Well, depending which one you wanna use the move on. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep weakening his Crawdon until I take it out. And Crawdon used Sludge Bomb. Also, Sludge Bomb, when your opponent uses it, there's a slight possibility that your Pokemon will get poisoned. So again, I'm gonna continue using Swift here. And Crawdon's HP is almost all the way down, pretty much. Dragon Breath should take it out. Let's see. Yep. So that just leaves us with a Scammary. Now Scammary is not a strong Pokemon. It's only a 47, and by now you should be at least like a level 50 or 55. Oh, SPM Faint. I'm just gonna bring out my Umbreon. Yeah, it should have, yeah, Umbreon. Because the other two Pokemon, they're probably gonna take, their moves are gonna feint Scammary. So I'm gonna use Bite, because remember with Bite there's also a possibility that your opponent's Pokemon will flinch. Thus they lose a turn. So I'm gonna use Bite. It's not an effective attack, but as long as it deals some damage, it's still good. It's good to use. I'm gonna continue using Steel Wing and Bite. Let's see. So you just wanna keep using the weakest move you got. And Scammer's gonna use Steel Wing. Let's see. So I'm gonna use Sing right now, and I'm gonna try using an Ultra Ball. Oh yeah, just remember that if you use an Ultra Ball, you will use the Ultra Ball first, and then whatever moves you wanna use. So yeah, you just keep that in mind. And hopefully, yeah, it worked. Yeah, I think Sing compared to Sleep Powder has a higher percentage of missing. I'm gonna use an Ultra Ball. Scammary shouldn't be that difficult to catch. I know some other Pokemon are. The percentage of catching it, I think, yeah, are lower compared to the other Shadow Pokemon in this game. So let's see if it'll work our first time. 1, 2, 3. Yep, and we caught him. Well, for me this battle was easy since I had a very strong fire type, and with fire type Pokemon, and most of my Pokemon were like a level 50, 55 to 58. I have been training in the Colosseum a lot, so remember, Gonzap is the last boss you go into battle. Now you have two options. You could either continue, or you could just go back and train, buy items and so forth. Now I recommend that you have Pokemon between level 55 and 58. And the reason being 58 is because you're at least gonna need one strong Pokemon if you wanna catch some of the Shadow Pokemon, because they can be tough. And I also recommend that you have revives, max potions, full restore, full heal. Those items are also gonna be useful. And right now I'm just gonna show you guys Scammary. Here, summary. So Scammary HP is 126, attack 100, defense 138, speed attack 53, SP defense 71. Scammary is a level 47, so if you need a steel type, you could train it. But this is the last Pokemon you catch before you're going to battle the last boss. So if you want to use a steel type, you can always go back to the Colosseums, but right now I'm just going to continue here. Now I believe like at the very top of the Railgun Colosseum, you're going to battle, I think it was 4 ciphers. Well, I know all of the trainers, they're working for Team Snagum, so. And the person who organized this Colosseum, or I think owns it, is what was his name? Can't remember his name. Oh, Naskur. Yeah, he's the one who owns the Colosseum. He's the owner. And yeah, he's talking to us right now, but not directly. So the first trainer is going to be a bodybuilder. Yeah, I thought it was a Cypher, but they all work for Team Snagging regardless. So the first trainer you're going to be battling is a bodybuilder, and her name is Jomas. Now she has 3 Pokemon. She has a Sangoose, a Miltank, and a Porygon. Miltank is a Shadow Pokemon. So first off, I'm gonna start with Sangoose. Sangoose is a normal type, and it has Slash, Double Kick, Aerial Ace, and Iron Tail. And her Miltank has Shadow Rush, Defense Curl, Rollout, and Body Slam. And it's also a normal type. So pretty much any move should work on either of the two. I'm just gonna bring out the strongest move I have, which is Psychic and Flamethrower. Now that I fainted her Sangoose, she's going to bring out her Porygon 2. Now Porygon 2 is also a normal type, and it has Conversion. I'm not sure what the moves does. Tri-Attack, which is a combination of fire, electric, and water. Or I think it was ice. Into one move, and it also has Psybeam and Ice Beam. And Miltank is going to use Different Curl, which increases its defense. So I'm just gonna continue using Flamethrower to take out her Porygon 2 and using Swift. Swift, it doesn't deal a lot of damage. And Flamethrower should take out her Porygon 2 right now. Let's see. Flamethrower. So that just leaves us with Miltank. So I'm gonna actually have to switch one of my Pokemon, because Altaria is the only one that knows the new Sing. Well, I don't have my jump up anymore. I'm gonna switch right now. I'm not too sure about this, but I believe once you beat the game, you could come back to the Rogam Colosseum and battle each trainer. But I'm not sure if you're going to be able to catch each of the Shadow Pokemon. And I believe the move rollout that Miltank is using, every time you use it, its attack increases. So I'm just gonna continue using Swift and Dragon Breath. I'm pretty sure Dragon Breath won't KO it. See how much damage it does. Now it did a good amount. And Miltank is gonna use Rollout again. So I'm going to continue using Swift, and with Altaria I'm going to use Sing on Miltank, because I don't want it to use Shadow Rush on me, because remember, every time it uses Shadow Rush it deals damage to itself. And you just wanna have Miltank's HP maybe like with 10 HP points left. I'm gonna use Sing, and I'm gonna have to heal my SPM now. I should have some Hyper Potions. Well, I think I have 10. Yeah, I have 10. Also, make sure you constantly heal your Pokemon, even if their HP is halfway full. Because later on, the battles are gonna get tougher, and your opponent's Pokemon are gonna have very powerful moves. So yeah, I'll keep that in mind. So I'm gonna use an Ultra Ball on Miltank, and hopefully I'll catch it on my first try. So I'm gonna use it now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. And we caught Miltank. Unfortunately, this video is almost over. On the next video, we will continue our way through the Railgun Colosseum, and hopefully we will get to catch every shadow Pokemon we encounter. So stay tuned for the next video and don't forget to subscribe.